Are Nord keyboards really worth the hype, or is it just a flashy red keyboard that looks good in videos? Hey guys, welcome back. It's Joshua here. Welcome back to the channel. And today we will be looking at the Nord line of keyboards, in particular the Nord Stage 4. Now, I haven't been posting as often as I usually do. It's because I haven't been feeling well, but luckily I am getting better, so I thought the first video back will be a video on the Nord. So you might think, what does this compete with? So this is the Nord Stage 4, so it's the flagship Nord, and this will compete with the flagship Yamaha synthesizers, flagship Korgs, for example, the Montage, or the Korg Kronos, or the Roland Phantom series. They're all good keyboards, but I've opted for the Nord. They're all around the same price. Yes, this Nord is very expensive. I paid around £3,400 for it, which is, I think, somewhere around 5,000 US dollars or whatever it is in euros as well. So yeah, it is expensive, so it better be good, right? And guys, I will be talking a lot before any of the playing, so just a quick little note. It's just so that we're all on the same page. But yeah, why Nord? Now, growing up, I've seen people use Nords, like on worship stages. You'll always see a red keyboard there. For example, Marrick City, or any of the big churches, or any of the worship videos that you see in music videos. They'll have a keyboard in this color. Yeah, so I've always thought, okay, why does everyone have it? Maybe one day I will have it, but I've never really appreciated what it was. I've never really even looked into it. Growing up, I was a Yamaha guy, so the first keyboard that I ever got was a Yamaha, just a cheaper Ranger keyboard. And then when I started playing in church, the first keyboard that I was using was a Motif ES7, which is still great. I still think it's the best semi-weighted action that I've ever felt on a keyboard, the Yamaha Motif ES7. After that, I was using a Mo 6, and then I bought a Yamaha Mo X8. That was my first 88 key hammer action keyboard with good sounds. And then I've got a PSR, Yamaha PSR, and now at church we have a Modi X as well, a Modi X Plus. So when it comes to the Yamaha sound and the flagship sounds, I'm very much used to the sounds. I'm still very much a Yamaha guy. In fact, I asked over on Instagram what's the best keyboard make. I think overall it is Yamaha. I'm going to give it to Yamaha. They make the best overall keyboards, a keyboard that can do everything. They've got a keyboard for everything, basically. So yeah, overall Yamaha. But I always praise Yamaha for their sounds. They got amazing sounds, amazing pianos and everything. But I will tell you, when it comes to pianos and sound quality, this thing right here is king. And nothing is touching the Nord, in my opinion anyway. And when I play, I think maybe some of you will change your mind. Yes, it's a very expensive keyboard, but for the quality of sound you get, there is a price to pay. And I do believe it's justified when you hear the thing. It's the pianos, for example, sound amazing, and it's also built like a beast. Like I have to baby. I still baby this. Don't get me wrong. I struggle to let anyone even touch this. But yeah, compared to my Yamaha keyboards, I mean, they're made of plastic. I know the Montage is metal, but it's way too heavy. This thing is really heavy as well, but it's built like a beast, and it's still carryable. I think it's around 20 kilos. Which is heavy. It's about double the weight of a PSR, Yamaha PSR SX700, about double the weight of that. But yeah, for the price you pay, you get amazing sound quality, you get amazing build, and look at the build. Look at, just like playing with these faders. It's so high quality and satisfying. Every knob that you press, it just sounds good. It feels like a very high-end keyboard. Even the knobs, this stone wheel here. Very, very high quality build. And guys, another huge pro when it comes to this keyboard is this keyboard action. It's the best keyboard action on the market, I promise you. It's got the perfect blend of being heavy, but also light enough to play everything from organs to synth leads. I will tell you straight off the bat, I don't actually like heavy keys, hammer action keys. I've always grown up on semi-weighted keyboards. It's just easier for me to play every instrument on lighter keys than heavy keys. But this is a good medium. When I went to the shop, I was determined I will get the Nord Stage 4 Compact, which has the semi-weighted keys. But trust me, when I played this, I didn't even know if it was the heavy or not, heavy weighted keys or not. It's light enough to play all your synth stuff and your organ stuff. If you want to play fast notes, quick repetitive notes, you can do that easily. This has 3 sensors on each key. All other keyboards have 2, so your Yamaha, Korgs, they have 2. And because they've got 3 sensors in here, it's so much more responsive. So I feel like I can play a lot better on this keyboard. Like when I sit down on this keyboard, I just want to sit here for hours and play. I can personally play a lot better on this keyboard, play a lot more expressively. Yeah, and I know there's so many buttons here, but trust me, it really makes sense. It's a very easy keyboard to use. Like when I looked at this thing, I was really intimidated, and I thought I had respect for it just because it looks so scary to operate. But I promise you, it's so easy. You sit down with this for like an hour or two, and then everything just makes sense, to the point I'm thinking, why can't every keyboard be made like this? Yes, you might think it doesn't have a touchscreen, but realistically, when you're playing on stage, you need everything at your fingertips, where you press a button and it's there. Like a reverb, done. Delay, done. EQ, it's just there, instead of menu diving. So for a very hands-on experience, for a keyboard that can do everything very quickly, very easily, for the live player in mind, in my opinion, this is the best keyboard. This is not a review or in any shape or form. I don't know which way this video is going to go. But yeah, let me show you, for example, a piano. Yeah, the first piano that gets pulled up is this white Grand XL. Really high quality piano sounds. This is the very famous Royal Grand 3D, which Maverick City use. It sounds like this. Let me put the volume up. Very high quality, and it's you can do so much with the piano. For example, you can press this unison button, which makes it sound like 2 pianos put together. Just a nice thick piano. And if you're playing fast, I'm not the greatest at playing fast, but if you see I'm doing that, if I press this thing called dynamic compression, it basically evens out my playing. So the same thing, it makes me sound like I'm a better keyboard player. Things like that. And then look at the uprights in this. This has the most realistic upright pianos. This felt. Hands down the best felt piano on the market. I've tried the Montage one. It's nothing compared to this. And bear in mind, I have access to a Modi X. I love Yamaha. Piano is great. And then onboard effects, for example, it's just a very easy keyboard to use and very quick. It's best for the live keyboard player. So if you're playing in church, realistically the sounds you need is good strings, good pads, good pianos, electric pianos. Nothing is beating this, in my opinion. For example, I need a grand piano. Yeah, you think grand piano, and then you need a bit of reverb on it. How easy was that? If I want to change the reverb, one button. And the quality of the reverb is just next level. Look at this cathedral. Easy. Electric pianos. I like this Whirlister. Let me put a tremolo on it, look. If you're playing in church and you're taking it seriously and you want to upgrade, obviously it's an opinion based thing, so what sounds good to me might not sound good to you, but there's no denying some of the sounds in it. Like for example, just pretend if we're talking in a church setting, there's like there's a preacher speaking, he's coming towards the end of the sermon, and then he does an altar call. Altar call meaning tell people to come to the front, and maybe they might sing a song. Hear this sound. Amazing quality. And look, I've got different things set to this tone here. It's just the quality of sounds. Lo-fi piano. These are not built in. I've programmed this, but it's very easy to do. For example, on this easy matter, yeah, let's for example make some pads, yeah. So if I pull up an empty program, which is like a patch, an empty one, it automatically comes up with the white grand, yeah. Let's try and make our own pad really quick. So here I've got a synthesizer section, like an actual synthesizer. So those synths that have really weird sounds and you have to make sounds, you have to make your own sounds, they don't come pre-built. This has that built in. So this is off the Wave 2 synthesizer, which is like a £2,000 Nord synthesizer made just for the synthesizer sounds. So if I click this on, and look how easy it is. If I want the organ, oh yeah, and these organs are amazing. I'm not going to touch the organ. Piano on, synthesizer on, effects on. It's just so easy. So synthesizer, let's make our own pad really quick, yeah? This is not planned. For example, let's use the same wave. So it sounds like that. And then I can play about with the filter. I can make it more thicker. And then, maybe put it through an ensemble effect. There's a pad. Can you hear that? These are like real pads, pads that are made completely from scratch. But if I wanted normal pads, of course, it's got amazing pads in here as well. I can just go to samples, which is basically like your sound library in any other keyboard. I can go to a synth pad and it's there. Within the samples, I've even got my custom ones. For example, I like Dark Fat Saw from my PSR. That's in there. You name it, you can do it with this keyboard. But yeah, just let's play around with some of the sounds without me talking too much. I'm going to just play through some of the sounds. Look at this glide pad. If you want all these sounds, it's available on my store. Look at these big strings. Warm pad. And these sounds are very usable. Just because I've got the filter all the way up, still usable. Lazy swell pad. Look at this very dark pad. If you still want a pad but you don't want it to be too intrusive. Very long pad. Beautiful. Preacher keys. You can hear the organ in the back. Leslie, if you want the organ to be up. All of that stuff is there. Fast string. All of that stuff is there. Holy forever. This is your ballad EP or ballad keys that you'll see in other keyboards that I've made myself. Everything is there. Delay. Cloud keys. This is one of my go-to. Like if you see this morph wheel, you can program different things to it. So if I start off a worship, I'll use this cloud keys or cloud piano. And when I bring it up, the reverb will come in and a pad will come in. But yeah, overall amazing keyboard. Yeah, this will be a first of many on this keyboard. I will be doing tutorials on how to use it and other things. I will be comparing it to other keyboards so you can have a side-to-side comparison. But for now, that is it from me, guys. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.